How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new day here on the Evo server. My name, of course, is System Z, and today we are going to finally be working on the Zico Tower once again, just making a couple of changes. Today is probably going to be a, an exploration type episode, doing a small set of things instead of one giant thing, but that's perfectly fine. I took your suggestions, by the way. I made some changes to the tree. You guys seem to really enjoy it, but there were definitely reservations. A lot of you didn't like the branches, or some of you said it needs to be taller, but I think we're going to keep this size, honestly. I don't want it to be, the main masterpiece. I just want it to be a feature. So yeah, but we added some fairy lights in there, which I think look great, but the actual branches are a little bit more balanced now. I feel like they're not supposed to be that big, and honestly, this size works perfectly. So there's definitely some stuff I could do to fix it, but honestly, I'm pretty happy with it right now. And I do want to do something behind it, but I totally need your suggestions for doing so, because we got no space behind it. But what we could do is, once pistons are fixed, and I think they already might be, we could actually make a secret entrance and lead off to something. So that could be pretty cool. Maybe that could be a place where we either farm logs, like maybe it leads to a gigantic tree farm or something. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But we've got some official business to do. We need to go check out a few things. Specifically, we need to see the progress of the mayor polling thing. We need to see how the voting is going, because Minnie has to win this. This is his campaign 100%. So I need to see how people have voted. Gotta make sure I close the door here because I'm a polite person. Now, a lot of you said I did not vote correctly, or that people shouldn't be able to vote for themselves. Now, the thing is Minnie and Martin both voted for themselves, so it equals out, in my opinion. Grian doesn't really, from what I understand, want to be mayor, and Tardis never even said he was running. That was all Grian, so it doesn't really affect the actual campaign there. From what I understand, it's basically just Martin and Minnie. So the fact that they voted on themselves both, it equalizes it, so no worries there. But you also said I didn't do this correctly, and I was supposed to grab a green wool from here, not craft one. Well, I have done that. I went ahead and took it, and then I basically just threw it away. So that way it's kind of like, Minnie was, what? No! Are you kidding? Martin is winning? You guys want beta for, what is it? Beta for beta. I see his slogan's not even that great. Beta or better is winning right now versus Minnie for mayo. Are you kidding? Really? Wow. Okay. Salem has not voted yet. So guys, go to Salem's video, do hashtag Minnie for mayo, because if you don't do that, then he won't win, and he has to win. He's the only logical campaign mayor winner. It just makes sense. So yeah, let's do that. We got to support our good friend and colleague, Mr. Mini Muka, and get him where he needs to be. He needs one vote to at least tie it. And then, like I said, they fight to the death. Or maybe not. Maybe we settle it an easier way. I also wanted to check out Grian's mob drop shop here, but it is closed at the moment. So I'm guessing it is not quite done. In the spirit of not spoiling things, I'm not going to show anything back here. I have not actually seen back here, but there's definitely a spider in there, so there's definitely people working on stuff. Maybe he's got the mobs doing work for him, but from what I can tell, he's going to be selling mob drops. So I'm very excited for that, because now we'll finally be able to get gunpowder really, really easily, which is excellent, because then we can use it for mining with TNT, and that's always awesome. But I could tell this was Grian's build right from the beginning because of this hand here. The fact that the hand is holding the portal screams Grian all over it. And not that it looks bad, it looks very good, and you gotta love him for it. He's a very talented builder, but I feel like he could probably do a little bit better with the sides, but we're gonna give him a pass. This is what it looks like for now. Maybe it's a template, or maybe he'll continue on with it. But yeah, that's definitely interesting. But anyways, we need to go check out one other thing before we actually get started on the Zico Tower. I have heard that Mr. Martin has gone ahead and basically done the interior for the mayor's office. And I've already seen it. I have already seen it, so this isn't like an initial reaction. But I figured I would document it here on camera and get you my actual genuine response to it. And I gotta say, I know that Martin is technically an enemy with the property police, but he definitely did justice. I am pretty happy with what they've done with this place. I don't know if I could have done much better. I've done a little bit more work to the roof to make it look a little bit better, but overall, I like it. I do, because it's got the mayor's desk, it's got a fountain, which is nice, and then it's even got the mayor's bedroom. So while he did claim this was his office, we will see whose it actually is, and maybe if he does win, then I'll just take the deed for this place and make it my house. I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? That'd be so mean. But I do like it. So Martin and I believe Jimmy also did it. Good job. You both did really well. I don't think I could have done much better. So thank you as well for doing it, because this was kind of worrying me. I was a little nervous about what I was going to do in here, but I think it looks pretty good. So guys, let me know what you think they did, like how they did, in the description below. Leave them a rating out of 5. So I personally leave them 4 out of 5 Mafias. That's what I leave them. Alright guys, so now that everything has done for the intro, we checked out a couple of places and all that jazz, I am going to finally start working on the Zico Tower. So, somebody actually sent me a design on Twitter for the interior for this building. And, I was really looking at it and I was like, that is so much better than what I did on the second floor. So, we're basically going to be copying the same design and just improving it. And I want to see what you guys think. But I'm going to put the picture on Twitter now and also tag the user. So thank you very much for submitting this photo, because it's very inspiring and I think it looks really, really good. Now, there's only a couple of problems with it. As you can see in the photo, it was using cyan wool as the floor. Now, we've got wood stairs here. I'm still going to try it, but I don't really know how to complement the wood floor stairing, so that's the only issue with that. But we're just going to make a couple of adjustments, like, first of all, removing this, which I'll actually have to get up there here in a moment. But for now, I'll just pop that there, and we're going to grab that. We're also going to remove this trapdoor, because it's kind of unnecessary when you really think about it. And then I'm going to put a ladder there just so it's kind of equal now. But I do want to get rid of everything that's in here, so let me go ahead and do that, and I will see you guys once I've done that. Alright, the first step is pretty much to take this away and turn it straight into cyan wool, and that is what we're going to do. Now, like I said, I'm not really a fan of doing colors in one room that are all the same. But then again, this is supposed to be a pretty modern tower. Modern, not modern. Well, I guess it's the same word. But ultimately, I think it kind of looks weird and really simple when it all just wraps around. But with the center carpet piece, I think it actually looks pretty good. So I'm going to try this and get your opinion on it before we really, say it's a completed room. But I honestly think this is the first step to a pretty nice looking room. So yeah, now I need to get a few things crafted so that way we can continue. We're going to make a couple of stairs. We don't really need too many. I actually think 4 would be perfect. Got a little bit more than I needed there, but that'll work. The first one here is going to be right here, I believe. And then we're also going to do, we're going to do 1, 2, 3. No. Maybe that's only 2, actually. I think it is just 2. So let's turn that back into 2 by breaking that there. And then we're also going to do logs on the side. Now, unfortunately, I have to do logs in order to have leaves. So that's the one downside, but that's fine. We can deal with it for now. I'm going to make them go up by 3, so we're going to have to get rid of this window, actually. But I'll worry about the outside later. Now, I know it's going to be dark because of it. That is the only issue. But we do have something to kind of challenge that. We actually have a glowstone design that we can use. So right in the center of the room, which is right here, I'm going to change these to glowstone and make a bit of a modern, like, centerpiece for the lighting. So let me pop that in there and get this in place, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, now there's a little bit of a flaw. The designer actually used upside down slabs for that, and I completely forgot about that. So I'm not a big fan, ultimately, of that look. So I'm going to remove them, and I guess we'll just have to figure out something else. But what we could do for now is just bring it down and surround it with trapdoors. Not the best design, but definitely better. So I'm going to need to make a whole load of I can't talk today, apparently, at all. I'm going to need to make a whole bunch of trapdoors anyways. So let me go ahead and get those crafted, and we will be all set and ready to continue. I actually don't think I need too many. Just a couple more around the edge. There we go. And then we also need to do, like, a chair design, which I actually don't even think I can do that either. Yeah, I can't. We're going to have to do signs then, which is fine because that's what we originally did. And there's the last sign. So that's done for the chairs. Now, looking back, I actually noticed that the designer has made quite a few flaws in this design, actually. We can't really do trapdoors upside down or slabs upside down, so a lot of shortcomings there, but that's honestly fine, not too big of a deal. I'm going to take the signs away from this one and trading for the trapdoors there, because ultimately it's a better balance coming in from this view anyways. But yeah, I'm willing to make that sacrifice. And then the one thing that he's also done is basically changed this whole pillar here into a window. So I'm not 100% fond of this design, but honestly, I think it looks better than what we've got. So we can always try it out, and I don't know if I'm going to surround it with slabs like I've done everything else, but like I said, it's worth a shot at the very least. But it lets in a considerable amount of lighting, which is definitely something we need. But there we go. So we've got a nice window in there, which kind of gives it this nice balance. And then to finish it off, all we need to do is add two things there, bookshelves, and then I guess to kind of complement what he's done in the photo, we'll do it on the opposite side and do that, and that kind of balances it out just a little bit more. And then pretty much all that is left is a painting here, which it's the same painting in the photo, coincidentally, and then we also need to add a carpet. So let's go ahead and get this gray wool here, and then we're going to basically just make a 3x4 carpet out of it. And that is pretty much the design right there. So this is the room that he actually came up with a few different changes. I actually think it looks a little bit better than before. Honestly, the carpet does so much for the room, and it makes it look a little bit more balanced and open. So I do actually like this a lot better than what we had before, and it's actually pretty bright in here, all things considered. And it's getting dark now, but let me know what you think down below, because I think this is definitely a much better design. So I'm much more satisfied with this room than I was the other. But there's a few things I'd like to change, like fixing the windows and stuff on the outside. But overall, definitely a good one. And plus, we don't really look at it from the backside here, so not too big of an issue. But we could always surround it with slabs if we wanted to. Now, it's dark, so I'm going to go sleep. But there is one last thing that I needed to do, and I'm going to go ahead and do it, and we'll show you the finished kind of design. But I'm actually going to make that top cube a much smaller cube, and I'm going to cap it off by 3 or 2 blocks from this side. So we're going to take about 4 blocks off the top, and that should actually balance it out a little bit better. So let me go ahead and sleep and then do that, and we will return. Yeah, I don't really like that, to be honest. But then again, I'm used to seeing it extremely tall. So that's a pretty weird looking Zico Tower, to be honest. And I don't think I can handle it being like that. So the reason I did this is because a lot of people in the comments suggested that, and that I lower the top. But honestly, I don't really think that really looks that great. But that's just me. So let me know what you think. But honestly, I think I'm just going to raise it back. But then again, like, it's tricky because it does look a little bit better. But at the same time, it just looks weird. So I don't know. It's pretty tricky. I think I might, put that back and then just do something with the top to make it look more balanced. But right now, it just looks really weird. So yeah, let me know what you think of that. And that's probably going to be it for today. But there is one other thing that we really need to do. But I also added slabs around the frame just to see what it would look like. And overall, I'm not really happy with the changes that we've done today. So, oh gosh, that is just weird. That's too weird. I don't like it. You guys let me know what you think, because otherwise, if you all say that it looks great, I'll keep it. But if you say it looks pretty bad, I'm probably gonna change it back, because it looks weird. So I live streamed yesterday, and on that live stream, we went and found a mine shaft. Man, there's so many errors right now. All better? There we go. Yeah, so I found melons. I actually found melon seeds, and that is so cool. I'm so happy that we finally have, because I have such a cool idea. As far as I am aware, I am the only person on the server right now with melons, so this is a pretty cool treat to have. I think eventually, just like wheat, people are going to get farms for this stuff, especially since it's new. People are probably going to be after it as soon as they find out and are reminded that there are melons in the game. But what I would like to do is build a melon truck. Just a very temporary shop in spawn to sell melons. That way people can get their own melon seeds and start their own farms. So let me know if you have any designs for a melon truck in the comments or on Twitter. And basically, when I say a melon truck, imagine a melon with wheels. That's all you got to do, because that's what it's basically going to be. So if you have any designs, let me know and send them to me on Twitter. Oh, and I actually almost forgot. We also found a village, if you could call it that. This is one of the most disappointing things I have ever found in Minecraft, because honestly, I am 90% sure that villages are only spawning in 3s in worlds right now in this version of Minecraft. There were only 3 in each world, I think. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure in beta 1.8.1 when they first kind of came out, that was the case. So this is a pretty shameful village, I do say, and I cannot believe that they would actually make it so that it could happen like this. Like, it should have checked for another spot before generating here, because this is so sad. Like, it's not even a village that has a chest, like a house that has a chest. It's just one of those houses. The porta potties, as I call them. At least there's a farm, though. At least there's a farm. But, you know, it really doesn't do any good when you already have a farm. It could have been melons, at least. But overall, I'm not complaining. At least it's a village. I think this is the first village that anyone has found on the server. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, nothing special about it, though. It's pretty disappointing, actually. So, yeah, I think I'm going to end off the episode here so that you can see the disappointment. Like I said, I found it during a live stream, which, by the way, shout out to everybody watching that live stream on Monday, because it was probably one of the coolest live streams I've had in a while. Everybody was so supportive and just so cool, and I loved it. And if you miss out on the live streams, you can catch them on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Mondays it's at 5 p.m., and then Wednesdays it's at 5 p.m., and Saturdays it's at 2 p.m. So that's Central Time, by the way. Now, I'm probably going to start streaming a little bit more than that, but that's what we got right now. And if you miss them, I'm going to be uploading them. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, I don't know what I'm going to put this title as, but I'm thinking it's going to be I Found a Village. So, I'm sorry for the clickbait there, but I did find a village, and it's pretty shameful. It's a terrible village. This is awful. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching. My name has been System Z. You guys have been awesome, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.